Let's talk compound interest. The other night I was working a problem with a young lady, and there was a compounded interest problem. So the amount of money that was being invested was $3,000. And so we're following that compounded interest formula. I equals, or the accumulated amount equals the principal. This is how much money you start with, times 1 plus the interest rate over the number of compounding periods, times the number of compounding periods raised to the number of compounding periods times the number of years, T there. So anyway, you're probably familiar with this formula. If not, look it up. But this is the compounded interest formula. Our particular difficulty here was just getting it into the calculator correctly. A lot of people think you could just type in 3,000, like you could just type it in like this. The problem with that is that if you're not careful, depending on your calculator, trying to do this division like this doesn't work out without using parentheses, and certainly raising it to this power doesn't work out. In other words, your calculator would tend to raise it to the 4th power and do this entire calculation and then multiply the whole thing by 10, which doesn't give you the right answer. So the point of this video is this: in the calculator, you need to type this in like this, especially a graphing calculator or one of those really expensive calculators where you can just type the whole string in at one time. So I'd type it in something like this: 3,000 times the times symbol, and then in parentheses I would have 1 plus, I would put this in parentheses because it's 0.05 divided by 4, and then close the parentheses and then use the caret, raise it to the 40th power. Now, you don't really have to have 40 in parentheses there, but it doesn't hurt to have too many parentheses. It hurts to have too few. I think when I wrote this down, I was going to put 4 times 10 here. And certainly if you're going to write 4 times 10, you need it to be in parentheses. But here, they're unnecessary. But this is going to give you the right answer to that problem, but you've got to notice the usage of parentheses. So I am amazed at how many students they know the formula and they can plug in the values, but they just simply can't get the right answer on their calculator. And it's largely due to the inappropriate use or lack of use of parentheses. So look at what we're doing here and try to pick up on the order of operations and that sort of thing. That's what we're doing, is we're guiding our calculator as it relates to the order of operations with a proper use of parentheses. Anyway, so look at this. Let's learn this. Let's put this behind us, move on. There are other difficult problems to solve. This should not be one of them. Bye.